Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's me, Logan. Hey, before we get this video started, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also hit the bell notification that lets you know when I upload a video. Hey, today's comment is tell me what your favorite card is, and we'll consider putting it in a deck. If I get more than 40 cards, we'll put it all in a deck together and we'll actually build that deck. I can't manifest that card. Okay, so today we're building a tutorial deck so that we can teach new players how to not only build but play these cards effectively. And we'll be starting with one of the most well-known decks in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Magician deck. That's right, we are doing this deck because I wanted to, bring in new players, and what better way than to show them how to build a deck and play said deck. So as you can see, it says tutorial deck, and one of the first cards we'll be adding to this deck is Dark Magician. 2 copies of that. Are we allowed to? No, we're not allowed to. Okay, there is another Dark Magician, don't worry, we'll get there. Rate it or hate it. Reset. We'll be adding the Dark Magician. Magician of Chaos. We have 2 of those, so we'll be adding 2. We'll be playing 2 of every card. So don't stress about it. Including that card, Secret of Dark Magic, which allows you to both Ritual Summon and Fusion Summon, depending on what you want to do. We'll be adding Magician's Navigation, which allows you to add a Dark Magician or set a Dark Magician from your hand. Yes, that's correct. We'll be also playing one of those and one of those. Eternal Soul. What else can we put? We'll put Dark Magician Girl because that's my favorite card. Apprentice Illusion Magician as well. Let's go. Reference. There she is. 2 of those. 2 of these. We'll be trying to build a 40 card deck. And the reason we're trying to build a 40 card deck is because... do we have any more of those? Can we master that? Oh, we can. We can. I know I just broke a rule. Wait, calm down. I'm gonna take them out. I'm going to take them out. Calm down. There you go. Isn't that much better? Okay, then we're gonna need the Eye of Timaeus. 2 copies of that. Dark Magic Attack. And we'll actually be going through all of these cards as soon as I'm finished showing you how to build the deck, how to pick the cards out of Master Duel, and henceforth add them to your deck. Hey! I had 2 of that the whole time and I just created another one for nothing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. The more cards we have, the more we know. You know, all that good stuff. One more. I'm so sorry about the birds though. They're having one of their days. And... that's about it for now. I can't take this because, as you can see, the no sign is kind of impeding us. We can't create that, so we'll add those 2 instead. And that one. So we're at 38. We need 2 more cards. And I know where to get them. I know exactly where to get them. I hope I have one. No. That's not coming. That's the one that's coming. There you go. 10 in the extra deck. That's what I'm looking for. Dark Magic Ritual. That's gonna help us get a long way. I hope I'm not making myself brick with this deck. I'm used to playing a 60 card deck, which gives me more options, but a 40 card deck makes more sense. Well, relatively more sense. So let us go through each of these cards and see the effects. I wonder if I shouldn't add more. Okay. Dark Magician states doesn't have an effect, which means you'll need 2 monsters to summon out this, or you could special summon it using one of its support cards. However, since we're just reading the effect or the flavor text, it reads the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. That's it. That's all it reads. Nothing more. Its attack is 2500, its defense is 2100. The Bandai version had a different story, but we shan't go into that. Okay, Magician's Robes. It is a level 2 spellcaster type. See, tells you that's the card artwork. Tells you what the card is. There you go. All there. Now let's read its effect. Because it is dark brown, it will have an effect. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can discard 1 spell or trap monster, special 1 Dark Magician from your deck. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell, trap or effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Magician's Robes once per turn. That's a hard once per turn, which means if you have both in the graveyard, you can only use one of the effects. Pick one and stick with it. It's my rule. That's my rule. Pick one and stick with it. Magician's Rod is a simpler effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap from your deck to your hand that mentions Dark Magician. We'll cover those in a second. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, of course, you contribute 1 spellcaster monster and add this card from your grave to your hand. You can only use the effect of Magician's Rod once per turn. That is not a sexual innuendo, I promise. Dark Magician Girl is my favorite card because of sentimental reasons. It is a level 6 spellcaster effect type monster. Also has a dark attribute. Most of these cards have dark attributes. All of the Magician Girls and Dark Magician Archetype, most of them have a dark attribute. Let's read Magician's Girl's effect real quickly. Well, since a Dark Magician Girl, whatever. This card gains 300 attack for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in your graveyard. So potentially, if you're allowed 3 per, which you are allowed 3 per duel. 3 copies of any card per duel. Well, most cards. There are some cards that are limited and semi-limited, which only allow you either 2 or 1 copy. I will show you one of those just now. You could probably get this girl up to high, really high. I've gotten her up to 5,000 at one point, but let's not go there. I should probably take out that one and put one of the Magician Girls in there, huh? We'll do that in a moment. Cannot be normal Dark Eradicator Warlock. Again, level 7. Spellcaster. Remember that, Spellcaster. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon from your hand by attributing 1 Dark Magician. Cannot be special summoned by other ways. Each time a normal spell or trap is activated, a normal spell card is activated, you can inflict 1000 damage to your opponent immediately after it resolves. That can be negated. If you're wondering why I skipped this, it's because, well, I forgot about it. I have so many copies of it, I actually know what it does in my head. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding 1 card. Oof. If this card is normal special summoned, you can add 1 Dark Magician from your deck to your hand. During damage calculation, if your other dark spellcaster monster battles your opponent, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. That monster you control gains 2000 attack and defense during the damage calculation only. Remember that, because that's very important. I'm going to get rid of these two cards because they are quite hindrancy. We'll be replacing them with two of my favorite Magician Girl cards. This card's name becomes again Dark Magician while it's on the field, but not when it's in the graveyard. We'll be getting to one of those shortly. Sorry about that. You can only use each of these effects of Illusion of Dark Magician once per turn. Effect 1. This has two effects. You can use one of them. One of the effects once per turn. Nervousness. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell, trap, or card effect, except during damage calculation, obviously, you can special summon this card from your hand. Oof, that seems like an easy out for me. Okay, if you activate a spell, trap, card effect while this card is face up on the field, except during the damage calculation, obviously, target one Dark Magician in your graveyard, special summon it. This effect can only be used once per turn. So pick, choose, and refuse when you want to use those effects. I'm saying these two cards here, Dark Eradicator Warlock and Magician of Dark Illusion, are an if and or card. You might want to keep one and then add another one. Alright. Magician of Chaos. Magician of Chaos. You can ritual summon this card with Chaos form. I was supposed to add a Chaos form before I added this card, so wasn't I? This card's name becomes Dark Magician when it's on the field or in your graveyard. See, here's another example of how having 3 of every card is very important. This is what I was talking about, on the field or in the graveyard. This adversely affects. This affects Dark Magician Girl, whose effect is gains 300 attack for every Dark Magician or Magician of Black Chaos in your graveyard. Again, that's 3, 6, and Magician of Black Chaos 9. So hypothetically speaking, if you summon this with 3 copies of Dark Magician, Magician of Chaos, Magician of Black Chaos, get up really, really high. It's a really good card, provided you can protect it. Provided that you can protect it. Where were we? This in your graveyard. Once per turn, you can. When a spell trap or card effect is activated, quick effect, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. If this card was ritual summoned, if this ritual summoned card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one Chaos or Blackluster Soldier ritual monster from your hand, except Magician of Chaos, ignoring its summoning conditions. Magician of Black Chaos would go perfectly hand in hand with this. Okay, this one is pretty easy. If you control a Dark Magician, destroy all spells and traps on your opponent's field. Dark Magic Attack. Good card. I might want to get rid of 5 cards here. I found perfect replacements for them. Do not worry. The Eye of Timaeus. This card is always treated as a legendary dragon, Timaeus. You can target one Dark Magician monster you control. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your deck, from your extra deck. that mentions that monster on the field as using monsters on the field as fusion materials. You can only use the effect of Eye of Timaeus once per turn. Fair enough, fair enough. Not hard to understand at all. Okay. Bonds between teacher and student. If you control a dark magician, let's try that in English. If you control a dark magician, special summon one dark magician girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Then you can set one dark magic attack, dark burning attack, dark burning magic, or dark magic twin burst directly from your deck. You can only activate one bond between teacher and student per turn. This is an actually really good card. It's not going to be hard to farm out a Dark Magician girl with that one. Okay, Dark Magic Twin Burst. Target one Dark Magician you control. It gains attack equal to the combined attack of all Dark Magician girls on the field and in the graveyard until the end of this turn. You can only activate Dark Magic Twin Burst once per turn. This card could lead to some dangerous damage, whether it's direct or not. It's still dangerous damage. Hypothetically speaking, if you have quite legitimately have the perfect game in hand, this could be a terror. This card could be a terror. Okay, let's go for the field spell. Magical Salvation. Magician's Salvation. When this card is activated, you can set one Eternal Soul directly from your deck. Whoa. And that's a bad card right there. If you normal or special summon Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, except during the damage step, you can target one of those monsters. Special summon one Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl from your grave with a different name than that monster. So okay, switch between the two. Quick effect. Like if you summon a Dark Magician, go ahead summon the Dark Magician Girl. If you summon Dark Magician Girl, summon Dark Magician from your grave. Cool. You can only use the effect of Magician's Salvation once per turn. You can only activate one Magician's Salvation once per turn. Cool. That is legit cool. This is another ritual card. Black Magic Ritual. Yeah. It's a ritual card that summons out a ritual monster. Dark Magical Circle. Really good card. Like it's eaten me a lot over the course of my Master Duel career. It's eaten me a lot. Like up alive. When this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your hand. Then you can reveal one of them that is Dark Magician, or a spell and trap that mentions Dark Magician, and add it to your hand. Also place the remaining cards in any order on the top of your deck. If Dark Magician is normal or special summoned to your side of the field, you can target one card your opponent controls, banish it. You can only activate the effect of Dark Magic Circle once per turn. Again, I've built Dark Magician decks before, and whoo-wee, let me tell you, that is a savior. That is a savior card. You can tribute one Dark Magician, Illusion Magic. Tribute one spellcaster monster, add up to 2 copies of Dark Magician from your deck to your hand. From your deck and or graveyard to your hand. You can only activate one Illusion Magic per turn. Again, it's most of these cards are going to be hard once per turn. You can only activate this and that once per turn. It's just like this one, which is a really good Duel Links card. Dark Magic Expanded, it's really good in Duel Links, it's really good. I'm not exaggerating how good it really is. Apply... I'm sorry. Apply these effects in sequence based on the number of Dark Magician or Dark Magician girls on the field or in the graveyard. One Dark Magician and a Dark Magician girl. Monster on the field gains 1000 life attack points till the end of this turn. 2. This turn, your opponent cannot activate cards and or effects in response to your spells and traps. Spells, traps, or effects. Also, spells, traps... spells... Sorry about that, the screen kind of blanked out on me. Also, spells and traps you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. That's so cool! If there's 3 dark... If there's 3 Dark Spellcasters monsters on your field, monsters you currently control are unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of this turn. See, it's really good on Duel Links. I'm not sure how good it is here. I haven't really actually played one in my deck before, so I wouldn't know. I played in Duel Links like with a combination deck, like a hybrid Gagaga, Gagaga Magician, like a full-on spellcaster deck, like on Duel Links, and that's freaking brilliant. Okay, Secrets of Dark Magic. This is a quick play spell, so you can quite legitimately play it from your hand or from the field, like during battle. You can, doesn't matter. Activate one of the following effects: fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, including Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl, as fusion material. The same thing works with the ritual counterpart to this. You can also ritual summon using this card. Which leads me to think, should Dark Magician Girl get a ritual card? And what would it be called? Comment down in the section below. Okay, Magician's Navigation. This is a really cool card. It's a normal trap, it's a once per turn. But it also has a graveyard effect, which I think is really, really cool. Special summon one Dark Magician from your hand. Then special summon one level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster from your deck. If you control Dark Magician except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one card, one face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Yeesh. It's actually a really good killer, like for people who want to play field spells that increase their monsters' attack points or something like that. Yeah, this is a really good card for that. Like if you have 2 in the grave, then it's cool. Eternal Soul! Eternal Soul is really cool. It's a continuous trap, by the way. It's a continuous trap. Every Dark Magician monster in your monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects. If this card leaves the field, destroy all monsters you control. Oof, it also has a downside. You can only use the following effects of Eternal Soul once per turn. You can activate these effects. Okay, sorry about the bird again. Special summon one Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard. Cool. Nice. Add one Dark Magic attack or 1,000 knives from your deck to your hand. 1,000 knives, really good card. Maybe I should be playing that one. But like I said, it's a tutorial deck, so we're gonna be dipping away some of these cards and going into related cards for this. And we'll have Apple Magician Girl, which is a really good card. We don't need more than one of that. Lemon Magician Girl. Apple Magician Girl. Kiwi Magician Girl. Hey, I don't see Chocolate Magician Girl. Where is she? There she is, Chocolate Magician Girl. Alrighty. We're also going to need one more card. And I know I have it. There it is. We're gonna get rid of that and that. We should add a Poly or a Monster Reborn. Oof. I don't have enough for that. 1,000 Knives. I'm not adding 1,000 Knives at all. Where's the Iaptomize? Iaptomize. Let's go. You know what? We're gonna add one more Dark Magician. Screw it. We'll add one more Dark Magician because Dark Magician is cool. It's one of the cool cards. Let's go through all of the cards that we did add. Berry Magician Girl. Starting with Berry Magician Girl. Again, sorry for the bud. So sorry for the buds. So sorry for the buds. They are making just a lot of noise. If this card is normal summon or special summon, add one Magician Girl from your deck to your hand. And I'll show you which card you could use, which is optimal for this card. From your deck to your hand once per turn during either player's turn when your opponent activates a card effect. I am so sorry for the buds. Yet again, I am so sorry for the buds. They just want to chirp today for some reason. During my videos. They always chirp during my videos. Where was I? During either player's turn, I'm sorry again. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a trap or effect that targets this card or cards in your... or targets this card or targets this card for an attack. Oh, for an attack. Okay. You can change this card's battle position, and if you do, special summon one Magician Girl monster from your deck except Berry Magician Girl. See, so you're not really taking the damage, but you also kind of have to sacrifice a little. One sacrifice is not going to kill you. Apple Magician Girl, BL. No, we were supposed to go with Lemon Magician Girl first. We were supposed to go with the Lemon Magician Girl, which also has a good effect. You can tribute one Magician Girl monster except the Lemon Magician Girl. Add one Spellcaster monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is targeted for an attack, you can special summon one Spellcaster monster from your hand, but its effects are negated, if any, are negated. Then change the attack target to it. And if you do, the attacking monster's attack becomes half its current attack. Ooh, very interesting. Let's be honest, the Magician Girls are just around to support the 2/2 to balance out the Blue Eyes deck. So yeah, that's about that. That's the only reason that they exist. Apple Magician Girl, also a really good card. Once per turn, if this card is targeted for attack, you can special summon one level 5 or lower Spellcaster type monster from your deck to your hand. Add one. Oh, add one? Okay, add one. It's add one. Oh no, you can special summon from your deck, from your hand. Why did it say deck? I swear it just said deck. Then change. Yeah, it basically has the same effect as Lemon Magician Girl, but you don't need to sacrifice anything. Yeah. If this card is destroyed by battle and or card effect, you can target one up to 3 other Magician Girl monsters with different names in your graveyard, add them to your hand. So it goes 1, 2, and if you're lucky, Chocolate Magician Girl, which has a really good effect. I like it. Personally, I like it. You can discard one spellcaster monster, draw one card once per turn. If this card is targeted for an attack, you can target one spellcaster monster in your graveyard except Chocolate Magician Girl, special summon it, change that target to that, and if you do, the monster attacking loses half its current life points. So what they're saying is discard this card using this effect, discard this card, then special summon it from your graveyard, and voila, done. Done. I'm so sorry for the birds. Yet again, I'm so sorry. They're just misbehaving today. This card has a fucking fantastic effect. Has a freaking fantastic effect. Let me tell you what it is. This is Kiwi Magician by Kiwi Magician Girl, by the way. I keep messing up these names. I have no idea why I'm doing that. Kiwi Magician Girl. You can discard this card. Magician Girl monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense for each Magician Girl monster with a different name on the field. Ooh, stop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and their leader 5. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 16. Possibility of 1600 attack if you have all of them on the field. All of them. All of them on the field. Possibility of 1600 if you can manage to get them all out. Ooh, pendulum summoning anybody? I'm just saying pendulum summoning would work really well with this. Why it's not there, I don't know. Like maybe I should just build a deck that supports a pendulum deck that supports these entire just these 5 cards or 6 cards if you would. Like pendulum summon everything, like my entire hand, just there. That's about it, nothing else. Just pendulum cards and 3 copies of each of these. Like a pendulum scale between what is it? Wait, go back. This is a level 2, right? No, it's a level 1. Level 0 and level 6. 7. You know what? We'll make it 8 just in case we want to add a Dark Magician. As, you know what? Backup. Quote unquote backup. That's what we'll do. We'll build a pendulum deck for that. I am so sorry for the buzz. I have no idea why they're making so much noise today. Yeah, I'm making so much noise today. Okay, but yeah. Until the end of the turn, spellcast monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effect. And your opponent cannot target them with card effects. So spells and traps won't work. Okay, and that's all Magician's Calls. And if you look really, really carefully, it spells out B. If you take the first letter of each of the name, it spells out B, L, A, C, K, which spells out her name, her Japanese name, which is Black Magician Girl, not Dark Magician Girl. Also, if you put her in the center and you put them around her, they kind of form a heart, which is kind of a thing. So yeah, that's about it for today. We're gonna leave it with this deck and this image of this very, very beautiful card before I end this video. Guess what's gonna be the thumbnail. This very, 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 very beautiful card. I like it so much right now. It's one of my favorite card artworks out there. Not just because of the fact that it's a royal rare. The card artwork itself is very, very beautiful. And before we leave, I'm gonna remind you guys once again to hit the like, subscribe, and comment down below. Comment what your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card is. Doesn't matter what card it is. I might agree with it, I might not. Each one of these comments are gonna get a like because they're your favorite card. And until then, guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell. It lets you know when I upload a video. Just remember to be nice to each other because being nice is free.